Yo, what is good, guys? Frankie Forsyth back here. And I've been on a little hiatus as of lately. Been working my ass off, grinding out the gym. Haven't really had much time to make videos. It's been about a month now or so, a few weeks, so should be back on track now though. Something strange going on with the storage of my phone, which might have to look into. Might get another phone, I don't know yet. But anyways, this video is gonna be on how, contrary to popular belief in this red pill community and everything, how women aren't miserable around masculine men. They're only miserable around feminine men. A lot of you guys might watch these red pill content creators and be like, because they always complain about women, always bitching. Women are too selective, women are too disrespectful, women are this, women are that. When in reality, it's their own nature which is making them like that around them. Because if you don't know already, women are completely different people around different men and different people in general. So when you have a feminine man, a woman is forced to be in her masculine, and she doesn't want to do that. That's not her nature. Therefore, when that happens, you get these feminine men complaining, saying women are always miserable, women are this, women are that, because that's all they've seen their whole lives. Because they've been feminine pretty much all of their life. Me, on the other hand, other masculine men, we know the truth. The truth is, when you're in your masculine frame and you really don't give a single fuck about what happens, she doesn't either. And she can be in her feminine state. She can just be quiet. She can be reserved. She can be passive. She can let you take charge, which is what she wants to do. Anyways, and a lot of people talk about toxic masculinity, toxic femininity. But what no one's going to tell you is these two things are really the same thing. Toxic femininity and toxic masculinity are both a result of being emotionally unstable. If we look at, let's say, a toxic woman, for example, she's screaming and yelling when she doesn't get her way, maybe crying, throwing a tantrum like a child. By the way, she will never do this around a masculine man. She won't. And if she does, then that masculine man isn't even there anymore. He's gone. So what is she really doing? She's throwing a fit by herself. Anyways, as you can see, this is just being emotionally unstable. And toxic masculinity is the same way. You see men like going into fucking rages, throwing fits and everything, putting their hands on women, even going as far as to like kill women, stuff like this, when they catch you cheating or something. And this is what I mean. This is all the same thing. This is all the result of being emotionally unstable as a person. Toxic masculinity and toxic femininity are the same thing. These red pill coaches want to say that toxic masculinity doesn't exist. That's because that's what they are. They're feminine. They're unstable in all their ways. If you look at some of these red pill coaches, just listen to their voice. Sometimes they go really high pitched like a fucking woman. They're always in their emotions. They're stuck in their emotions. Anyways. But like I said, if women start acting up around a masculine man, or say you're striving to become a masculine man, I'll tell you how to deal with this. Women start acting up, say she's throwing a fit because she's not getting the way she wants to. You ignore her. You either ignore her or you leave the situation. You don't become this, because this is how toxic men are created. Toxic females are created. It's all a circle. Woman gets toxic, she starts crying and everything. Then the man starts yelling and getting in his emotions as a man. Now she's feminized you. Now you're all in your emotions. You're stuck in anger. You're in a fit of rage because she's not acting the way you want her to. You can't control anyone, guys. The only person you can control is yourself. The only person you can control is yourself. So stop trying to control other people. Just leave it alone. Like I said, either leave the situation or ignore it. And most of the time, if a woman, let's say it hasn't gotten that far, if she's like kind of in her masculine, she might be teasing you or some shit like this, poking at you, trying to get you in your emotions. If you just completely ignore her, she'll fall right into place. She'll fall right into her place real quick. And this is why this kind of ridiculous shit never happens to us masculine men, where they get completely out of line, because they know their place when they're around us. Anyways, you just have to give them nothing to play with. You give a woman a mile, she'll go 100 miles. She'll take 100 miles. So just be careful out here. Strive for true masculinity. It's what we need in the world. Leaders. And honestly, these two types of people will only ever fool themselves. Two emotionally unstable people are a perfect match for each other. There's just so many fake people in the world. Nobody can just keep it real anymore, so is what it is. We just keep it moving. We just forget about all that shit. Just strive for our own masculinity, our own freedom, and we'll win in the end. I want to make another video soon called simps, or the simps, the pimps, and the real men. And you'll kind of get a better idea of what I'm talking about. How real men really don't need women for anything at all. Take that how you want, but that's what a woman really wants. That's true masculinity. Complete independence. Trying to maybe think of a story I can tell you guys to get the point across. I'll probably make another video. I gotta think for a little while about that because so many things to shuffle through my mind, you know what I'm saying? So we'll have to get back to you guys on that one, but yeah, like I said, man, don't worry about anything. Don't stress about anything. Especially a woman, that's the last thing you need to be stressing about, man. You should be stressing about your money, your life, your goals, your achievements. The last thing you need to be worried about is another woman or another man. And that's another thing. That's something I wanted to touch on as well. These feminine men are just, when they see true masculinity, it's like it bothers them on a very, very deep level because they know they'll never be that when they could. They could be that. But the fact that it bothers them that much and they're that jealous, it just makes them that much more feminine and proves the point. As you can see, this is just like a never-ending circle. But yeah, I'll give you guys a story about this. So, I used to work a job. Not gonna say where, but I was doing some stalking, and there was this one kid. I'm gonna call him a kid because he's far from a man. Call him a boy. But obviously I'm not gonna say any names. And you'll never hear me call out individual people on this channel because we don't need to do that. We just need to talk about concepts. We don't need to talk about people. That's for low-level, low-minded people. But yeah, so there was this boy, and so I was doing stocking, you know, I'm making the shelves look nice and everything. That's what I do. Whatever I do, I try to do it the best, you know. Try to make everything look nice. And he would just come through sometimes. He worked in a kind of a different part of the store, somewhere I used to work, which we never really conversed, but I could feel the energy coming off him. You could just feel that, you want to call it toxically masculine or toxically feminine, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I mean, it's really just feminine energy, honestly, but you could just tell the jealousy was just leaking off of him. Yeah, so I forgot this other part. So actually before this happened, so he has this little girl that he's fucking around with right on the job, and I just happened to walk around the door one of these times, and I know she's into me, but I mean, it doesn't faze me really. She's alright. Maybe like a 7. Maybe. But anyways, I walk around the door and she's she's giving me that eye. When she's talking to him, she's talking to this dude, this little boy. And then I walk around the corner, she's giving me that eye, I don't say shit, man. That's the way I carry myself in the world. I don't say shit. So, no reason to say anything. I mean, she's giving me that eye. I know what it is. I just keep it moving. And I gave a little smirk this time. I usually don't do that. I usually just keep that poker face. But I gave a little smirk, And he knew what was up. She knew what was up. I know what's up. Because he's not completely dumb when it comes to women. Women like boys, so... anyways, later that day, I think it was the same exact day actually, so I'm doing the stock and I'm making everything look nice, right? And this dude, I walk around the corner to go to the back room, so I'm not like on the shelves where I was stocking meat and shit. And this dude comes through and just fucking wrecks the whole like bottom part of the shit, that I just made like all look nice and everything. Just come through and fucks it up. And like he tries to do it behind my back, so I like don't realize what he's doing, right? But little does he know, I'm a lot smarter than he thinks. So I know it was him. But am I gonna call him out? I mean, I could have called him out right in front of his girl and fucking ruined his life. Because that's what he lives for. He lives for the pussy. That's what these Sims do. Anyways, I could have put him right in his fucking place right there. But you know what, man? Sometimes with these little boys, bro, you just gotta let them grow up on their own. You just gotta let them go. You gotta forgive. Forgiveness is the key to happiness. But this is the kind of shit these dudes will do when they know you're the fucking real shit, man. They'll do anything to ruin your day, like the craziest shit like that. Like, why would you even do that? It's so like fucking petty and childish, but it's like whatever, man. Some things you just gotta brush off and chalk it off to ignorance. He just needs to grow up a little bit, man. A lot of these people in this world need to grow up. You got grown-up children in this world. Anyways, that's probably gonna be it for this one. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.